it's Todd Ault. It is the 24th of June. This is the 101st episode. In the house today, I'm going to tell you about someone who's sitting next to me over there. 2 spots. Joe Spaziano, say hello.
Hey, what's
Crypto
up?
Joe. Yesterday, Joe, the busy chief information officer that he is, was not able to make the 100th episode. So he agreed to be on the show today with us because Joe is the longest running full-time employee, I believe, who's ever worked for me. Is that correct?
Across 3 decades, technically.
3 decades, right. Wow, that's big.
Sounds weird, right?
Does
but
sound
it
weird.
isn't. 2007.
Holy smokes, that's right.
Yep.
Long time.
Wow.
My man Joe, he actually worked with me when I had an office in Santa Monica and Century City.
Yep.
Before we leased out part of the building to Obama.
Yep.
Back in the days when I had a broker dealer, my man Joe has been through all of the crazy stuff that we have had happen to us. Hey, today in the house is Skyla. Say hello, Skyla.
Hello.
Josh, our producer, is here. We are thankful for him being here. You can see that in the wide shot. My man Jason.
Hey, what's going on?
We're
everyone?
having a terror of a run here. Let's go right to one chart. I'm going to pull up, and then we'll go back to the market. If we go to my screen, and we could bifurcate that screen if possible. I'd like to be able to see it. Nice. This is Friedman Industries in Longview, Texas. The company filed the 13D, and we bought, I want to say, close to, was it 10% or, no, maybe it was less than 10%. I think we bought 8 or 9, 7% in a 13D. We started buying this originally at $8 and some change. And our friend Jeff Bomchill, who, by the way, I still owe the money for something he won the other day.
Oh yeah, in the third.
I'm sure he wants to whip my
The third needs a hundo.
Yeah, I gotta. Oh, we're gonna send all that out this week. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, fellas. He alerted me to this, and I looked at it before. He is a very smart, I don't know if I could call him an analyst because I know what he does for a living. He works for one of the biggest companies in the world in the accounting department. And I tried to take over another company, WSI Industries, out of Minnesota, and I met him because he was a big shareholder. I started buying that stock in the 3 range. I bid for it at $6, and they got bought out by 7 by Polaris, their biggest customer. So Jeff and I have become, I don't know if we're friends. I consider him a friend. We talk occasionally. Jeff was one of the guys who put the video out. But I got to give credit where credit's due. He said, I think that they finished their retrofitting, and this could be a screamer. And I don't know that Jeff could be more right about steel and more right about this. And I think we're up like just huge on that 13D filing. Why am I allowed to talk about this? Because it's public record that DPW, the symbol of Ault Global, is one of the, we are the largest shareholder of this company, and it is a meaningful number for us, right? And so I did sell a little bit, had to sell a little bit because we got a huge gain in this thing, right?
For sure.
So special shout out to the beginning of the show to my man Jeff Bomchill for helping identify this for me, telling me about it. He gets full credit for bringing it to my attention, and I get full credit for buying it. Now, do I need to give you 25% because you encouraged me to do it?
Well, no.
Should I give you half a credit?
I'll take 2% like the milk. That's all I want.
You want 2% credit?
2%. That's all.
They make a 1% milk, man.
What the market do today? Because all I know is we had a screaming day. SSNT over 11.
Well, all the
13D filings. SSNT and Friedman, right?
Well, yeah, we had infrastructure plays. They were in play because they all got together up on Capitol Hill and decided that they were going to spend like $9.5 billion more of our money for roads and bridges.
Or trillion?
No, billion. Just short of $1 trillion. They wanted to spend it all.
Oh,
985 billion.
953 billion, sorry. Yeah, almost 1T. I mean, what's a trillion amongst friends? Trillion is the
Man,
new billion.
That's not all going to roads and stuff. Some of it's going to like South African sports teams and things like that.
Hey, we got
Yeah.
another IPO tonight. We got another IPO tonight.
All right.
We're participating in another IPO tonight.
We can talk about that.
Yeah, I can think it's.
I don't know.
I think I can say, yeah,
you sure?
we own a little bit.
All right. I'll
We'll talk
leave
about
that to you.
We'll leave that up. We'll talk about the IPO a little later
Okay.
today. But it is a biotech IPO that we have a stake in.
Juicy
At
steak.
the IPO, by the way.
Yeah,
a little
for sure.
steak. Yeah.
Yep.
Even as Marshall Wilkinson says, even a trash can gets a steak once in a while.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that would mean that I would be the trash can.
You are not a trash can.
Is that right? I would be the trash can.
I don't think so.
We have a couple trash cans in our portfolio.
Why? My glasses zoom in over there. Oh wow, I can see that. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Jason, what's going on with the market today? Let's cover that right away.
It was a
because
ripping
that's
day.
what the screen says to do. Most of the time I ad lib, but now we have a little screen that tells me, "Don't forget, don't forget, you're in the 100th episode. Come on, pull your head out. Let's go."
Are you like trying to treat us like?
No, get your money right.
Sheep follow.
Are we like the male version of Britney Spears here? I feel like I'm being like told what to do. Like, jeez, man.
Wow.
Anyway, that's a sad story we're gonna get to.
Let's go.
The Dow was up 322 today. That was
Wow.
a nice gain. 34,196. Nasdaq up 98 to 14,369. There was a pretty good rally today because, like we talked about, infrastructure has been agreed to in. So it looks like we're going to be getting a lot of stocks associated with that spending, and we're going to talk about that as well. The S&P was up 25 to 4266. Hey, Bitcoin, is it at 35 again, Joe?
It's super close to
It's
35.
close, right?
Yep.
35. Call it 35. Why
Let's
not?
call it
We'll call
35.
Ethereum 2000. How about that? Oil 73.30, up 22 cents. Gold hovering around 17.75. We're going to talk about the association with gold, silver, copper, commodities, and the U.S. dollar. Silver 26 an ounce and copper 4.33 a pound. Make sure you label your units right, everyone. It's copper is treated in pounds. Back to you, Todd. What do you want to talk about?
Hey, later we're going to talk about John McAfee and his alleged, now that he's dead, something's going to go down thing. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to spread a conspiracy theory, but I did read that he said it was going to happen. So
John McAfee did not
It ain't
kill...
a conspiracy if he says...
He did not kill himself? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't...
I mean, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, the hybrid...
Dude,
what was
we want to get ourselves banned here, don't we?
And the conspiracy theories just keep running.
It's endless, isn't it? Is it a conspiracy if it's true?
If it's true.
No, if it's true, it's not.
I mean, the guy puts the tattoo on his arm and says, hey,
Well, he thought he was going to get whacked, right?
I did not suicide myself. Yeah, he puts the tattoo whacked. WHACKD with a dollar sign.
Yeah, I know, but I think that had a lot to do with when he was chatting up Bitcoin, and he was worried about people like the banks and the big brokerage firms coming after him.
The IRS was coming after him, okay?
That's true.
In his
for
case,
sure.
here's his case. He said he had to flee, and he went to Belize. He went all over the place. And then he said other people who owe the IRS millions of dollars, I won't mention any names, Al Sharpton rocking around New York City every day, they were free to just live their free life. And
They
this
were.
is stuff that's going on, like the justice system. You can make a case to say that it's a just us system. Some people are guilty, some people aren't.
Hey, we're going to cover the South African Bitcoin exchange and $3.6 billion hack where two brothers apparently ran off with some money.
It's like the Lufthansa heist on steroids. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was a great movie.
I'm going to go get the papers. Get the papers.
Yeah, that was great.
What am I, a clown?
No,
Am I here to amuse you?
that story's just crazy, man.
It
I know.
really is.
Hey, it continues, man.
And then Bitcoin rips to 35.
Yep.
Let's see what else is on the agenda right now.
We can talk individual.
What do you, I mean, I want to. We have a little bit left in the market segment here.
Yeah.
What's up with the Dow? What's up with the market? I mean, why is it full steam ahead? I'm not complaining anymore. Oh, whatever, man. Whatever.
Just you can't control the Federal Reserve. As we look at the U.S. dollar on the one-day chart here, Nick, it's been consolidating here a little bit and around 91.80. But the thing is,
Hey, Nick, I like, if you don't mind, unless it's just so difficult for you, I like when the chart goes up, it's there for a few seconds, and then you go to the split screen because it gives people an opportunity to look at that chart and then still see my fat face, everyone else's pretty face. Perfect, Nick. Thanks.
there we go. Nice. So the Fed comes out and says, hey, we're hawkish. We're going to at least do a couple rate increases up in 23. And then the Minnesota chair comes out and says, hey, we're looking at 22 possibly. Not much mention of tapering, still harvesting like 120 billion a month in assets being bought by the Federal Reserve, I believe 40 billion in real estate. So the dollar actually rips up here. This is the 1 month chart. And then here, if you just take a smaller snapshot of the 5-day, you can see a little bit of volatility here. And you'll actually look at the commodities indexes too, and you'll notice that the commodities indexes are obviously down because the dollar has been up. Now, let's see if it still can hold the strength here. And also what's going to happen in other countries. Are they still going to be hoarding dollars? Obviously, everyone's going to be trading U.S. dollars, the petrodollar, for oil. And oil has been strong too. That's really the one commodity that hasn't really felt the pressure of the strong U.S. dollar, and that has to go to the Biden administration policies, whereas the last administration made it a really, really important point to make sure that this country was energy independent. This administration has indicated that they're not really as concerned to that, and they're not really unwilling to take foreign oil or be beholden to foreign oil. And we know the history has shown that when this country's been beholden to foreign oil, generally the wars are usually going to happen, and they have happened in the past. I'm just using history as an indicator. And companies like Raytheon, some of these defense companies, they kind of like war. So the military-industrial complex, you could make a case, they might like Biden a little more than the Orange Man. That's just my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Microsoft hit a $2 trillion market cap today, over $2 trillion market cap. That was a big deal today. What do you think of that?
Absolutely.
What do you think of Bill Gates'
monster
company?
Did I see something with Buffett giving money away? And
Buffett resigned,
Okay.
But not in some bad way. Buffett resigned from the foundation. He said that he is past the fourth quarter. He's into overtime. He's still doing well. Mm-hmm. And he has given away half of all of his Berkshire Hathaway shares, which if he wouldn't have given any of them away are worth $100 billion. He's given away $40 billion worth. And he has $100 billion left, which is half, so that tells you how much it's grown. Mm-hmm. He said he still had full faith in the CEO who's running the foundation, and I don't think anyone should read into it. I think Buffett is in overtime, and he doesn't want to be on a bunch of corporate boards. He's left Coca-Cola. He's left a bunch of them. He's still he wouldn't have given him the money if he didn't endorse what they're doing. So he's given away. He still has to give away another $100 billion. Berkshire's doing fine with it that he gave it away.
Look, just in case he's watching, my E-Trade number is.
Oh,
yeah,
exactly. You got to be a foundation. Nike killed it, by the way, on earnings today.
They did.
Congratulations to Nike. That was a big runner for them. That was great. What other stuff that we want to cover here? We're still in segment.
We got plenty of we got plenty of individual tickers that we need to cover too.
Wow, it's crazy that we're still in the. All right, wow.
A lot of nutrients.
Kathy Arc Innovation turned positive again this year. How'd she come back from that sell-off? It was pretty bad.
She bought a lot of stocks in the hole for sure. Right. I remember she loaded DraftKings heavy right after I think it was Hindenburg came out and tried to bash them. Mm-hmm. I mean, she takes advantage of these quote unquote hit pieces, if you will. She's fearless.
I was surprised to hear from you.
Oh, you
didn't mention this, but let's go to the screen real quick. Rudy Giuliani suspended from practicing law by New York over false statements about Trump election loss.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's going to be Letitia James, who has an obviously.
They suspended Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, from
America's mayor. Yeah. Come on, dude.
It's all political.
There were a lot of attorneys, though, on both sides that weighed in on that one.
One thing that just is popping up is the Federal Reserve gives U.S. banks the thumbs up as 23 lenders easily pass the 2021 stress test. This is going to pave the way for more dividends, more buybacks, and the release of those loan loss reserves that they took pre-COVID. You're going to see a banking surge like mad with all that cash that they can pay out bigger dividends. This is going to add to liquidity because keep in mind what the banks have had. The banks have had a ton of money in reserve. Let's go to the headline there and pull that up for me. This just came out. This just happened. Federal Reserve gives 23 top banks. I wonder if this will relieve the pressure on Wells Fargo because they have not been able to extend their balance sheet since they had that problem with those accounts, those fake accounts, and all the trouble that they had. But this is great news for the American banking system.
Well,
and the beat still rolls on here with liquidity.
Do people know
this is you're taking a bath, like literally you're in the bathtub. Someone's pouring $100 bills, $20 bills on you, an endless supply overfilling the bathtub. I think this is like going to be a new meme. Me laying in the bathtub with dollar bills everywhere.
And there it is.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
Just for those of you that don't know what the stress test is, because people might not know about that. So, Nick, on the screen here, key takeaways from Investopedia regarding the stress test for banks. It's just a test to determine whether a bank has enough capital to withstand an economic or financial crisis. This was put in place, obviously, back from the 2008 housing and financial collapse. They are looking for ways that they can mitigate risk in case bad things happen. If they fail the stress test, they must take steps to preserve or build up their capital reserves. Again, this comes from the Federal Reserve, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, and the European Central Banks. It's just kind of a stopgap or a way to make sure that the banks are operating in a healthy manner and they can continue to operate in a healthy manner or at least be able to handle, quote unquote, a run on the banks, if you will. So that's basically what that is.
We covered this earlier. One more time, we're going to go to Friedman. This stock is ripping for us. A great trade. For full disclosure, we did start easing up on the position on Friedman, but they have earnings on the 28th. Steel stocks are killing it. I'm expecting them to continue to do well. I'm still a fan, but I'm not going to be able to. I don't think they're not. Yes. I'm not a buyer. I'm not going to pay $15 to buy the company. I was interested, and I said that in the 13D. I did have an interest in buying through Friedman Enterprises or Industries.
You don't want to go down to Texas and operate one of those lathes and roll some steel and press
some steel? We finally had an infrastructure stock. Kelso Technologies moved today 12%. Now, keep in mind, guys, we own this at like $1. By the way, when I say dollar, do I sound like a Canadian? What the hell is that?
Yes, you did.
A boot?
A boot?
A boot?
$1.
Yeah, around there.
Like $1. We own this like over $1. But Jason, you want to cover what's going on there? Why is that wasn't funny, was it?
This was a pure run up on the actual news. This thing is a dog, Kelso Tech. It was my idea. I was stubborn with it. We could have.
But you're sticking with it, man.
Sticking with it.
I'm gonna drive that into the ground.
We're gonna get at least back to whole, and then we're gonna cut this thing, man.
Silver Sun Technologies.
How do you feel about Joe Biden's infrastructure plan making you right?
We are the second largest shareholder of Silver Sun Technologies. Ault Global is the we part. Ault Global, through Digital Power Lending in a 13D filing, is the largest shareholder of this. This thing ran to $11.70.
I think you just.
We started buying it in the $4 range.
Taekwon Donuts. Yeah, this was a great idea, by the way.
What?
I think you answered a question with that. That's
what?
Like, I don't know. Somebody asked that question.
What was the question?
A million times over and over.
What was the question? No. I'm not answering that.
No, I know you're not.
That question is not being answered.
I know it's
I don't
not.
have to answer that question.
I know you don't.
When I file a 13D, it says right in it.
Right.
Who owns it? Don't. I mean, okay. It's not. I shouldn't be mean. You can ask me. I'm going to comment if it's public record.
Correct.
We're long this Silver Sun Technologies. We are the second largest shareholder, besides the CEO. I think these guys are in cybersecurity, and they are a reseller of software, and they provide services like an Accenture type model. They're about a $40 million market cap. I'm a fan, man.
For sure. My man Taekwon Donut brings up OEG as an infrastructure play.
OEG, yeah, we're long that.
Taekwon Donut. We have that stock.
Does it say Taekwon Donut?
Am I reading it right? Taekwon Donut?
Yep.
Infrastructure.
It's right here,
someone
OEG.
texted me at like crack o' dawn today and said, "Could you please buy some? I need some of this in my portfolio." Mister, please buy some.
At $12.50, please. And what did he do?
$12.48.
$12.48.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, we bought a small position in this, so like 10,000 shares.
Yep.
Biogen, we were short 2,000 shares. Jason calls me up. Let's just cover that.
At $3.80.
Come on, 380.
Don't
Let's
get
cover.
greedy.
Don't get greedy.
And here
Why
we
am
are.
I short Biogen?
That's a good question you ask yourself.
Joe, why am I short Biogen?
Down and to the right. Down, down, down.
We're the largest shareholder of an Alzheimer's stock. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Get your money
man.
right. Get your money
Yeah.
right.
I didn't want to say it.
I couldn't help myself.
But that's
there.
not why. I mean,
Yeah.
indirectly, it's not why. Though.
No, we believe in the future of other biotech.
I like Roland's
We do.
answer because they stink.
Oh, Roland. Roland was on the show yesterday.
Dude, that's awesome.
Representing the youngest of the
Because they
millennial part,
stink.
Gen X, Gen Z. What is he? Gen
Gen
something?
Z.
Gen
Zoomer.
Z.
He's making money, man. This guy's
SSNT.
Yeah.
this guy's a self-starter.
Yeah, he's a grinder.
He's a grinder,
Dude,
man.
I like
He's
it,
on.
man.
He comes in my high five, man. I just made 40 grand. I did a deal for 50 grand. I'm selling. Blah, blah. He's the guy.
but
He
the
does,
work
it grinds.
ethic is nice, man. I like to see it.
What's remarkable is that Skyla, who's been dating him, who is as picky as they get.
Yeah.
By the way, it seems to be. I think the L word's floating around there. That little air word there. Oh, I'm feeling it. Woohoo! Wow! Wow! I think that those two are. When you're in love, the whole world's delicious. See, none of you will remember that except for some of you older folks, but there used to be a restaurant in California called Loves.
Yep.
Loves.
They were pretty good.
There was also a place called Chris and Pitts
Yep.
in Anaheim. See, those of you who wondering how I got this big, this overweight, it's because I like the restaurants. Oh, wait. Whoa. Wait.
What?
Put that back up there.
What are we looking at?
Quicon Donut said VERB.
The deal with Microsoft.
Well, they have a deal with Microsoft?
Who does?
I thought so.
Who's Twicon Donut? Now, you can't possibly be asking me about VERB unless you know me. This guy, we know him now. That's it. Come on, that's a tell.
Okay.
You think who is Twicon Donut? You're busted, man.
We don't know.
Come on, man. Get your money right.
Who is it?
This guy is asking, who is Twicon Donut?
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Like
Donut.
Taekwondo, but
A boot?
donut.
Take one to boot?
Come on, man.
What do you know about the
Hey,
verb?
I'm live on air.
Who is that?
Uh-oh. Who
He
is
said
that?
nope.
No. Nope.
I'll call you. Is everything okay?
Hey, can we pause it? Oh, wait.
All right.
No, we can pause it.
All right.
I'm kidding.
Hey, so the CEO, the CFO of Ault Global, Ken Cragen, Tyler Cragen's dad, is chairman of the audit committee of VERB.
Use it in a sentence.
Use it in a sense.
Verb. Use it in a sentence.
VERB, dude. What
Okay.
the hell's wrong with you today?
I don't know, man. We're
I'm in
having
a
fun.
good mood, man. I'm in a good mood.
Hey, how did my home stock do today? CCS. I didn't look at that.
You know what happens with you? You make me buy them.
Yeah?
And they're like, I'll get back to it in a couple weeks. What is it?
Alerted at 65. It's 67. See, you have some CCS.
Yeah, I do.
All right. I just didn't look at it today.
My favorite is when Todd's like, "Oh, you remember about this?" And Jason's like, "Oh, I don't know." And he's like, "You're the one who told me to buy it."
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exactly what you. How come
Happens
you
all
don't
the
remember?
time.
Because we have so many tickers. With the portfolio, you have to spread the wealth around like a nice socialist does.
I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a good mood. Get
Come
your
on,
money
let's
right.
talk about who's.
I don't know what's going on with Verb, and I can't because I'm not. There's a Chinese wall between me and the CFO. He doesn't talk about Verb with me.
Hey,
so-
Taekwondo Donut keeps coming up with tickers that I'm looking at all the time. UAMY, WNW.
Taekwondo Donut. I'm nervous here. Does this guy work with us or something? This is like not looking good to me.
I don't know. Hey, it's good to
Oh,
be
boy.
king. What's going on with your?
Yeah. Hey.
What?
Let's go to the chart, man.
Go for it.
SAVA. Why did I pull it up today?
We were looking at them. The ANVS and SAVA had a run.
Ooh, okay. SAVA's up. I have no idea why. Okay.
It was going back to the Biogen play.
Yeah, Biogen.
Yeah, that's all.
Bar chart on the dollar. You already covered that, right?
Yeah, we looked at that.
What is this thing?
Oh,
Oh, they got a deal with Instacart.
Yeah, they had a huge run today.
Yeah,
We missed
this
it.
is a Ravi stock.
Yeah, Ravi.
Ravi should just become an analyst for us. By the
Dude.
way, Ravi, I think you should move out from Boston, move
Yes.
out from Clam Chowder Land, come to Vegas and work with us. Ravi, come on,
Robbie,
man, get your money right. We need you. Come on out here.
we got a spot for you for your car right out here in our lot. Come on, let's go. Move out
Car?
here.
Park
Yeah.
the car in the yard. Come on.
Hey,
now.
Lee Southie, don't be one of those Southie boys. Come join
Southies.
us. Did I spit on myself? Wow. I can't even control my day.
Dude, that's what the producer catches.
Look at him. He's like,
got your back.
You got spit on you, man. Come on.
Yahtzee King. Wait, who is that?
Yahtzee King. I know who that is. I've known that
That's
guy a
somebody
long time.
we know.
You know, he put money in
Oh,
my
yeah.
hedge fund. I'm not joking around. He put money in my hedge fund
Ravi, I did.
20-something years ago. Yahtzee King.
Wow.
And we've been friends for a long, long time. And he's an owner of Alzamend. So right now he's got to be like, he invested in Alzamend
my God.
like on the first day.
Yep.
So he's got to be like, oh, when can I sell? Oh my God, when can I sell? I need to sell. It's called lockups, buddy. But I love you. I love you, man. I'm good. But come on, don't get mad, Yahtzee King. You know I'm joking around, but come on. When it hit 33, you're like,
Dude,
I need to sell.
Yahtzee King turned it into Mr. Uno. Draw 25, buddy.
Yeah, he's like, he's gonna be mad at me. But I didn't say your name, so don't get mad at me because he's got a lot of these. That guy is strapped. He's like, I live in Wyoming now, and I'll blast your head off.
Oh my God.
You are in a good mood
What's
today.
wrong with you?
You
Did
are
Milton?
in a good
Hey,
mood today.
hey, Blaze,
Wrong
it's
bro-
Todd. Come on, Milton's my other name.
Milton's my other name.
My friends call me Todd. Any trade on Wish. Wish is all crazy. You know how many people brought up Wish to
God.
me? Broke a pattern today? Okay, let's look at Wish.
We-
Come on. Get it over with. Let's go. Look at right now. What's
wish.
going on with Wish?
All right, let's go.
I wish,
Let's
I
pull up
wish.
I wish.
This is like a Discord favorite. I mean,
God dang.
the guys you know.
What do you mean, guys? It's 1449. How's
Well,
that a
look,
break?
I mean-
it's breaking into new highs. Looks
Yeah.
like it's going higher.
Let's look at year to date. Wow. Okay. We'll see you at 30. Hey, what the heck, dude? What's going on?
What?
Rip City
Oh yeah.
Infrastructure, IEA. Will you please buy some?
Oh, I bought some, and come on, you guys. This is a show
Please,
for
sir.
entertainment purposes. Don't go bid up stocks I talk about.
Oh my God! You think
Gonna
that's
make
what
me look
happened?
bad.
No, that didn't happen.
They couldn't possibly do that.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Oh man.
All right, I'm done. Let's call it a night.
Hey, you know what? While you're taking a break, let's look at this stock.
You see Joe Rogan, by the way? Ever since he
Yeah.
moved to Texas, Joe Rogan he was an animal before.
Yeah.
He's on fire. Joe Rogan's on
He
fire,
gives
man.
0 Fs.
This guy literally is on fire, and he is destroying CNN. I
Yes.
mean, destroying
As he
CNN.
should.
Like, he's like, are you entitled to ratings? Are you entitled to get watches? You think you're just entitled because you're I mean, literally, have you
Yeah.
watched this stuff?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
he's gone
oh,
off
yeah.
the
He's
edge.
like, Joe Rogan, man, you are.
Awesome.
Keep this in mind. He voted for Bernie in the primaries.
All I can tell you is
Yeah.
Joe Rogan is the
Yeah.
real dude. He's the real deal now. Like not in a way where everyone's like, duh, he's been popular for such a long time.
No.
Now he's just taking he's like, now my bat and ball and my balls are big and I can do what I want and I'll say what I want and do what I want. I'm Joe Rogan.
Hey.
we
The
got
guy's a stud.
we got SE. Yeah, he's a beast. S.
Hey, Joe Rogan,
EAC.
I think you should come on my podcast. You should come on my podcast, dude. I was watching this guy when you get in the thing and we're gonna pour roaches all over you and you're afraid of worms. Remember that?
Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
Yep.
My little kids they called it Feeder Factor. Feeder
Yeah.
Factor. And Joe Rogan, I'm like, what else did Joe Rogan do? I'm like, he was on Fear Factor.
He's
and
on
then
UFC, dude.
Yeah, but
He
no,
still
he got
is.
huge.
Yeah.
No, he still is, but he got huge there.
Yeah.
I mean,
In more than one way.
Yeah.
I know he's big too.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
yeah.
dude was like,
Dana White's been gassing lately. That dude's getting pumped up.
I was right by Dana White, and I was recently.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And he's jacked.
He's getting
man.
jacked.
I'm like, damn, dude.
Maybe he's getting ready for a fight. Maybe they're going to WWF style where
I
someone
would,
hits him
dude.
over the
That
head.
guy, like, I'd be nervous
Have
if
you
I were him.
have you
He's
seen
a
his
big
compound
dude.
on 215?
Oh, it's
seen it, right?
beautiful.
Oh, the one out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Oh,
all
that's
of them.
incredible. I drove by. I'm like, what's going on here?
Nice.
I thought it was like a gym.
No man. Well, yeah, they have
Is that
gyms
their
too.
headquarters?
They do.
That's their
The
headquarters.
headquarters is there.
Oh, he's got it going, man. This guy's a stud.
Dana
And
White, man.
Dana
is a
White, I
great
was like
guy.
looking at his arms going, this guy punched me one time. I better not lip off to him.
You know the thing about Joe Rogan is, though, he got popular enough to not care
What is
about
it?
worrying about his First Amendment rights.
What is it?
Wheeze A.
What is
You saw
it?
that one?
What's Wheeze A?
Wheeze A just made a comment. I'm hoping TurnOnGreen gets some of that infrastructure bill money.
You know, come on, man. You guys, this is a holding company. I don't run TurnOnGreen. I don't run it, guys. I don't. You know how often I do a call with them? I do a call once a month, basically. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a month with the CEO. And everyone's like, they're not going to have chargers. Listen, things happen, man. Chargers get delayed. There's a chip shortage. We didn't know when we announced the deal there was going to be a problem with chips. Everyone's like, there's a giant conspiracy that's not real. Whatever, man. I stopped answering those stupid questions.
Yeah.
I mean, they're stupid questions, man. I'm sorry. Not his. Wheeze, yours are not stupid. I'm not saying yours are.
He was just making a
But I
comment.
get crap all the time. Like, they don't really have chargers.
I
Really?
see that and I just laugh.
Guys, do you know how much auditors go up my rear end?
I wish I could just tell
You
them.
don't think when I open my mouth, do you have any idea how many lawyers are involved? Like, I got to get approval to literally like wipe my ass. I'm not joking. We're not monetizing, right? Fuck it. I got to get approval to wipe my ass. You guys are all, it's a conspiracy. No, it's not. No, it's not. I can't do anything. The company has so many fucking lawyers, I can barely move. Every time I do anything, I got to get approval for it. So shut up.
This is great.
Free yourself, brother.
Listen,
I'm
man.
For
free.
yourself.
The
Todd,
same-
it's a conspiracy. You're.
oh
Whatever,
my God,
man.
they changed the name. Oh, they have nothing.
By the way, you didn't think the name was going to change to Ault Global? I only said it like 100 times.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Todd's buying something. Build a holding. I got to get off this topic.
Yeah,
I
me
can
too.
see
It's crazy.
Josh is like, wave off. Woo!
You're
Hooyah! 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 Get out!
This is great. We got to go back and play some risky bits, make some stuff out of this. This is quality.
Hey, who's coming in without notification?
Willie.
Who is it?
Oh, we want him in here.
Oh, it's Willie. What's up? What's wrong, Willie? Come on in, buddy. Come on in.
I was like, what
Oh,
are
he
you
wants to
doing?
do it.
Watching the
Is he
show
watching
from
the
over
show?
there.
Willie's just giving a
Oh,
check.
Willie's like, you want me to wave off? Yeah.
Dude, that's so awesome.
In walks in one of the most famous guys in the world, and I'm not allowed to say who it is. I'm friends. I'm friends with
No,
one of the
I
most
don't think we
famous
gave
guys
it all away.
around. One of the most famous guys from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. One on one of the top sitcoms in the world, and I can't say his name.
His name is spelled blah, 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 blah.
Wait,
Don't worry.
how much? Hey, wait, Willie.
Hey,
Willie.
we're protected
wait.
by those armed guards downstairs.
Wait. How
By the
much-
way, you know, literally, I'm not joking around. We have have you seen these guards?
Yep.
These guys are strapped like crazy. I'm like, they're hey, Mr. Ault. I'm like, dude, what the heck's with the machine gun? These guys are carrying
the machine gun?
They got guns on the side of I'm like,
They do.
I'm like
Machine
nervous.
gun.
It's true though, dude. This building's like Fort Knox. You don't need to be worried about people. I mean, I'd be worried about the people inside.
There's layers of protection.
There is. This is crazy. And then they got all these buttons you got to push.
Yeah, there's
You got to
layers.
push those buttons before you get shot.
Willie, come sit down.
Oh, he won't do it. I guarantee it.
I had to.
that day's coming.
Okay.
Oh
good.
yeah, I look forward to it.
no.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's a
baby.
threat,
All
baby.
right.
He's threatening me.
Right now, that day is coming, but
Hey,
Okay.
let's go to the screen. Microsoft up $1.42 today, $2.67 in the aftermarket. It's $2 trillion. And you know what's crazy is that people don't know this, but there was a time and place where Bill Gates had to sell 1 million shares a day to diversify his portfolio. He sold 1 million shares a day, and he still had 30%. And I believe the largest shareholder of this is the owner of the Clippers, Steve Ballmer. Because Steve Ballmer kept his shares.
Have you
Yep.
seen him on the sidelines of the court? He has the best time out of any fan. Like
He's a big time
he's
basketball
awesome,
guy.
man. I love that guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And he has a ton. By the way, he has a website called, I'll have to get that, called USA Facts or something. And he only publishes USA something. He only publishes actual facts. Like his website is only about what's factually happening with U.S. government dollars. It's interesting.
Oh, that's
It's right here,
nice.
buddy.
Is it USA Facts?
.org.
Our nation in numbers.
Well, how did I remember that? Can you pull that up real quick?
This is it, though.
Hey, a shout out to the largest shareholder and former CEO Steve Ballmer, and USA Facts, which everything is the facts, please, only the facts.
Okay.
So when you go, and people don't talk about this website enough, but it literally only, he's completely like bipartisan, and he
Okay.
only publishes what the real numbers are.
Quite interesting.
Unless you think the real numbers are fake, then they're not real. But
He's the largest private shareholder, right? Not the largest shareholder.
he's the largest private shareholder of Microsoft. He did at one time own like 22%, so $2 trillion. I don't know what he's worth. He's probably been selling like crazy.
Tyler asked, how many Monster energy drinks did you have today?
I didn't have one,
Okay.
but I did have Fiji.
He's
See,
just
they
piped
import
on
this
live.
water, Fiji.
It's good to be King wants
Hey,
to know
should
if
be
you...
you should be my sponsor, Fiji. I'll tell you why. When I met my wife, I lived in Santa Monica. I was a single guy because my first wife left me, and there was a liquor store around the corner, and I loved wine, so I ordered wine, and they had these new things, Fiji. It wasn't around us. They had big bottles. They didn't have the small bottles, and this guy would get cases of Fiji. So my wife comes over to my house for the first time. She's like, and she goes in my refrigerator, opens my refrigerator, and all there is in the whole refrigerator on every shelf is Fiji water. She's like, what's wrong with you? I said, I like cold Fiji water.
Right?
So I was saying, how does someone drink so much water overweight?
Stay hydrated, man.
I'm hydrated, man. One thing for sure is I can pee.
Whoa, Robbie says Todd's crazy today. You know Todd's crazy when Robbie's saying it.
Robbie says I'm crazy. It's good to be the king. Dude, you know what I want to do? I'm not joking around. It's good to be the king. I don't know if you like me or not. It doesn't really matter because you're watching the show, but I like you. And I'm going to get permission on this movie night. I'm not joking around. When we do the Risk On conference, and I'm going to play History of the World Part 1.
Nice.
You guys have got to understand, this guy, It's Good to Be the King, knows what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen History of the World Part 1, Skyla, have you seen it?
No,
Of course she
See?
hasn't.
She hasn't seen it.
but I'll be there at the conference and I'll watch it.
It's so funny to me, but you got to like that kind of humor. I like that kind of humor, man. It's good to be the king.
SNCR.
Oh, he says, I fucking love you.
Oh, cool.
Well, I fucking love you too. This guy's great. What do you think is? Hey, it's good to be the king. I don't know what you do for a living, but if you look at Todd, did abruptly change his medications. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm not on any meds actually. I am on lower cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and a little diabetic medication. What's it called? Metformin.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. But I don't have to take insulin, and my blood pressure is not that high. And believe it or not, for a fat guy, I'm in a good mood and pretty healthy given the circumstances.
Correct.
Right? Because I have a great wife who is like the queen of the queens. I'm the luckiest dude in America. Trust me. Although you think you're pretty lucky.
We're both we're all lucky.
Oh, we all think we're
I'm
lucky.
pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Have you seen Josh's kids? This guy's pretty lucky. Dude, this guy, Josh produces like, we've talked about this before. Josh produces some sort of weird, like, Aryan, beautiful kids or something, man.
I
You can't help it, right?
It had
He's
to
like,
go there.
He's like part Viking, part German, part Swedish, dude. The kids are all blonde haired and beautiful. I'm like,
They're even as young as they are, they're already 5'9" and
they are.
eat steel for breakfast.
All right, I promise to only spend 5 seconds on the fact that Josh also has a beautiful sister too. I've said that about 1,000 times. So
Oh my God.
Has to mention it.
she knows who she is. She was on my board, on one of my boards for a short period of time. I think
Yeah?
I tell this story all the time. And I just couldn't look at her. I'm like, okay, first of all, you're too pretty. And she has an MBA. So I'm like, she's smarter than me too. I would go home to my wife and say, there's a woman that has an MBA, really pretty on my board. And I'm afraid of her. She's kidding.
Wow.
I wasn't afraid, but a little bit maybe. All right, on to bigger and better things. What do we got going on here?
What, like SNCR?
What's SSNCR?
SNCR is looks like a software company. Had a nice day today. I'm looking at it right now.
Let's go to the Bitcoin. I wish we had Marshall today. We don't have Marshall to talk about Bitcoin. I don't know what happened to Marshall today. I think he's in New York. He's busy. Founder of South African Bitcoin Exchange disappears after $3.6 billion hack.
Yeah.
Not even a little dip.
Can you cover what happened? Let us down here. Come on.
Shut down. Shut down. Shut down.
What happened? The money's gone.
Look, the scary thing about this whole story about these the exchanges, they said they were hacked, and they asked all their investors not to, or anybody who carried coin in there, not to actually contact the authorities. It would be easier to get it all back. And a lot of these people listened, but some of them, thank God, didn't, and they hired a law firm to go and investigate. and they can't find the brothers. But what they did find out is that 7 days before this whole thing went down, none of their employees could get into the back end of the system.
Wow. Premeditated heist.
Premeditated heist.
Whoa. Well, when the money's gone, it's time to move on. And where do you think
But-
they are? Where could they be?
Well,
Where- if you-
probably somewhere in Africa
Hey!
is my guess.
Hey, there's Christy Ault.
I mean, I'm sure.
That's my bride.
That is your bride.
She is the woman. She's the reason I'm alive. The reason I make money. She is the reason. Look at that. She's on the screen. Can we put that up or no? We're not allowed to, probably, are we? Hey, Christy. You know where Christy and I are going?
Yeah. It's good to be king. He'll be there. We're gonna hit the tables at the
Christy and I are
at the
going.
Central Iowa?
My bride and I are going to Alaska.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
We're
fun.
coming to Alaska.
Nice.
You know, Christy's grandmother was a very famous writer. We'll cover that another day. But she wrote a book about Alaska.
Where are you going in Alaska?
I don't know. It's a cruise of some sort, somewhere where I can stuff my face and never really get on a diet. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to
So
it.
what do you think about the other Bitcoin theft that happened or is happening? You know, where JP Morgan is out again saying, "Oh, Bitcoin should only be fair value at 23,000." Nobody's buying the dips. I mean, they're actually JP Morgan came out and said, "Well, none of the big houses are buying the dips." Well, yeah, because you want it to go all the way down to 23 and then buy all of it up.
Of
I
course.
will tell
That's what they
you,
do with
one
silver.
thing I'm going to skip around on is I've been watching these Bill Maher
Oh yeah.
rants, and he literally is railing on the liberals, railing on them. Like, great stuff that we're going to put a little montage together. I'm excited. I'm going to send it to Josh, see if he'll do it with Tyler. These montages are crazy about what Bill Maher said. You guys, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, whatever. You've got to watch Bill Maher's rants. And if you don't want to watch the show, go to YouTube and check it out. I'm telling you, he ranted on about how white liberals can't be more upset than the person, the victim. And you see Patricia Arquette say, "I'm sick of being a white person. I'm ashamed of myself." You guys are making fools of yourself.
the
Yeah, well, and
Defund the police. They think it's going to help in 2022.
Yeah.
By the way, we're kind of rounding the bend, by the way, because am I wrong about this? And you got to stop me if I'm wrong.
I'm listening.
But we're going to be ending the first half of the year, rounding that out. Where we find out who's going to start running for office.
Right.
yeah,
We're going to go into the new year, and then there's an election.
and the police is going to
Am
be
I wrong?
front and
They're
center.
not looking good on that
Hey, am I
issue.
wrong?
No, you're
When's the
100%
election?
right.
When's the election?
2022.
Yeah, the midterms.
Oh, right.
Midterms.
The midterms.
They're worried about it. In fact,
Oh my God! I hope Risk On is still a show in the midterms. Oh my God!
Well, the political insider is actually
I
had
want to do it.
The Democrats are worried that defund the police will cost them 2022.
Quite a bit, probably.
Hey, let's pull that up.
Yeah.
Defund the police.
Political
Now,
insider.
what the best part of is okay, go down a little. I want to see the headline. Come on. No. Go to the headline. Okay. So the best part of this headline is most of the rallies for defund the police, they actually had the police at the rallies.
Yeah, they asked for security. Armed
Can I have
security.
armed security,
Yes.
please? It's like an oxymoron. Like, I don't want to eat beef, but when I go to talk about at the beef council for dinner that night, I'm going to defund beef. I want to be a vegetarian, but I'm going to order a steak before I go to the show.
Correct.
Do you agree?
How would you feel if you were a police officer and your job is to protect and serve? And by the way, most of them want to protect and serve, so you're out there protecting and serving, make sure it doesn't get out of control.
Hey, this is no different than Buffett. What's he say? I have 300,000 employees. At any given time, someone who's one of my employees is doing something wrong. Yes, there are police that do things stupid, but a vast majority of them are good people. Now, they are human beings, and stuff happens, right?
Right.
And Josh, if that's true, by the way, Josh, what's his name? Thomisk?
Speaking of tomorrow,
Josh Tomskis?
Tomsick.
Tomsick. Josh, I don't know if it's going to 30, my man. From your lips to everyone's ears, including God. Where was I at?
to that point, tomorrow's
way,
a
how
big day. Tomorrow's a big day in that.
What's the big day?
Derek Chauvin gets sentenced.
Okay, I'd like to understand something. Who signed up to be a police officer right now?
Nobody.
I mean,
the
nobody.
SWAT team in Portland all resigned together.
Every one of them.
Here's the community impact statement. So this is the sentencing tomorrow, I guess. Interesting.
what are they going to sentence them to?
Yeah, well, the defense is or the prosecution's asking for 30 years, and the defense is asking for probation.
Wow, something in the middle sounds right.
Well, so
Wow.
the 30 years is
I need a DJ Sandwich says I need something what Todd's on. You know what I'm on? I'm a married man with 4 kids and very happy. You got to marry. Listen, man, you got to marry the right person.
Can I?
If you don't marry the right person, you're fucked.
We got 2 stories we need to cover. One is the tragedy in Miami. The other is.
By the way, what in the hell is going on here?
you got to see this.
What happened?
I forgot about covering this. This
Let's
should be
cover
the
it right
main-
now. This is really
Yeah.
sad. I'm going to lower my tone.
I don't
here.
know
That's
that
really
I'd show
sad.
that.
What happened?
We don't want to show it.
What happened?
Should give a warning if you're
Did
going to
they
show
live?
it.
Well, you don't see any people dying. You just see
No,
the building.
I'm going to
going
show
down.
it. It's just a building.
Okay. Knock yourselves out.
All right, here's a warning for you. This building is going to be under distress right now. Ready, Nick? All right, here we go.
Let's go full screen. I want to see
Yeah,
it.
let me do this. Let me.
Wait. They actually had the building on video?
This was a remote
Give me 1
camera
second.
Yeah.
watching a pool like across, and it caught it.
Yeah, just give me 1 second here. Let me make sure I've got this so I don't get in trouble by Mr. Producer here. All right, let's do that. Let's do this. And here we go. This was out. This is in Miami at like 1 a.m. It's pretty disturbing. There were lights
You're
on.
way too far in. Oh no, you're not. I see
Here we
what you're
go.
saying. Yeah.
Actually, do I have volume? Do we have volume, Nick? Sorry. There it is right there. It looks like a designed implosion to me. Look.
It does, because watch. Now
Watch.
the second tower falls the exact same way, straight down.
That was not far from where you were over the weekend.
What the heck is that?
Yeah, well, right out beachside city or something like that.
Yeah, but what is it? An apartment building?
It's a condo
It's a
building.
condo
Yes,
building.
people live there.
And so like, there's only one person confirmed dead, but like,
99
I'm
missing,
sure a bunch
yeah.
of people were sleeping. Like,
Oh no!
There's a bunch
wait,
of
wait, wait,
people
wait, wait! Hold on a
unaccounted
second.
for.
Hold on. How would you live
So
if you were on the top floor and you're in your bed,
So they pulled somebody out of the rubble already.
yeah,
alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
But what do you-
severely injured.
But what do
yeah.
you mean one person confirmed
Only
dead?
one's
There's
confirmed dead.
99 not
Yeah,
accounted
That,
for.
unaccounted
that whole half the complex fell down. There's so much rubble. It's going to take them days.
Oh, the people are still in there and they could be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're expecting like a lot more people.
It's
that are
12-story building, 130 units. 65 of them were.
Affected
looks-
by the collapse.
Yeah, and then so. Yeah, Champlain condos. 99 people missing as of an hour ago. Now north of Fontainebleau and Bell Harbor. Thanks, it's good to be king. I was trying to get the coordinates for
That's
that.
terrible.
They
Yeah.
pulled the kid out. Yeah, they pulled the kid out earlier.
And it just randomly fell.
If you keep watching it, how does it not look like a
It
controlled
looks like
detonation?
a controlled detonation.
That's just my opinion, obviously.
Yeah, it's scary.
But
I
did
mean,
you hear any pops before the controlled
No.
detonation?
You heard the.
I mean, when
Go
it
play that
falls
again.
like that,
Go play that again.
Can we play it again?
Yeah, I want to see it again.
All right, let me.
This is terrible.
Hold on 1 second. Let me go
That's
back to
that's
it.
my worst fear, by the way, living in a high rise.
it was horrible.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You live in a high rise.
Hey,
appreciate
you know, are you finally going to make the choice to move into a single story?
I don't know if that's any better.
Seriously, man.
No, I'm
It's
not.
scary.
Maybe mostly vacant. I hope so.
Here we go.
Airbnb.
It wasn't, I don't
Here,
think.
let me back this up. Sorry, bear with me. Sorry. Here we go.
We're going to show it once here, and we're going to do that right now.
Straight
You
down.
see, a lot of those things had lights on them, like
Yeah, there's
in
lights.
the building. So like people
Look at
were
the TV.
home.
Look at that's a TV.
Yeah.
What time in the morning?
1 a.m.
Oh, there's no way they're gonna live. Those people are dead.
Well, we hope that they survive.
But how? In your bed, and the whole thing falls on top of you?
One person has already survived, man, so I don't know. Miracles
Did
happen.
you hear the? Was that like some kind of warning? What
It
was
is.
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
Oh, it's really sad.
Yeah.
Here,
Wait,
yeah.
wait. I want to read the Blaze. Some reports say that the building had been sinking into the earth for 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about that. How old is the building? Like,
81?
How long is the
Yeah.
Was there a
Anyway.
sinkhole there?
It's possible. They're going to find out when they dig it all out. I mean, it was really sad. My wife actually got a little bit, she was a bit
Well,
worried.
you know what's scary about it is if there's water running underneath it, or if there's something. Florida has sinkholes.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. Absolutely.
They have sinkholes.
I have neighbors
and
that
it
had
could happen.
sinkholes.
It could happen just naturally, just like that, if it got the right support.
It is off season though, so it wasn't fully occupied.
Which
a lot
is
of
good.
snowbirds go back to the North, Canada, what have you.
Could you imagine?
So that's what Andrea's saying.
It's off season.
Yeah, it's not fully occupied in the summer. The snowbirds come for the winter time. and then they go back
Oh,
up.
because it's cold and they
Yeah.
want to be warmer.
Right.
Yep.
Oh
So,
my
I mean,
God.
that's one good thing about it.
God, I hope that's
Yep,
terrible.
I hope that's true.
I wonder what Ron DeSantis was talking about this morning about the I don't know if it's priced yet, but I want to bring it up. Let's bring up the screen real quick. I am not recommending this stock. Can you go to the bifurcated screen? Thank you so much.
I've got the other the data too on the tab next to it. If you
My
want.
friend from Florida is on. Hey, hello.
Oh, it's further north, King. Okay.
So I wanted to go to this today. This IPO should be happening tonight, and we are a shareholder. Should be. I'm told. I don't know if I haven't heard about pricing yet, but let me check.
Go to the if you don't mind, if you would, the tab to the left. I think it's to the left. No, I'm sorry, your other left.
My other left?
Yeah. Thank
there
you.
it
Okay,
is.
here we go.
Let's look it up. This is Renaissance Capital IPO, outlining it real quickly here. Let me check and see if it's priced. We can talk about something else while I'm checking.
No,
by the
matter of
way.
fact, we can continue talking about it because if you have the Webull app and you just pull up the ticker symbol, well, this is just good data for people. Sometimes people don't realize this. You can actually go and look at the ACXP upcoming IPOs. Webull does a great job with upcoming IPOs listing it, and you can see the prospectus right from the Webull app. The offering price range of $5 to $7, the shares to be issued. And then the company, if you click on the company tab in its profile, you can get a profile of the company and what they do. This company happens to have a new class of antibiotics for infection.
Another biotech in 2 weeks?
Yeah, man.
What's going on around here?
So,
What's going on?
Good news.
hey.
Well, why am I saying that? Because I made money in healthcare and biotechs for most of my career. This is the things I remember investing in Sophomore Danic, which made surgical screws for the spine and investing. Believe it or not, I had a partner who was at a conference who called me up and said, Pfizer has this drug that's supposed to be for your heart, but it makes your penis hard. And he said to me, when your penis gets hard, people will pay anything for it. Buy all you can of Pfizer.
What?
And I'm not joking around, man. He had me buy so much Pfizer.
That's actually
I
probably
stopped
true.
buying. It's totally true. $14. Buy Pfizer. And it came out with Viagra, and that thing went to the moon.
Yep.
It's true. So if
We're so off
you want your penis hard, buy that drug. That is what he said. And I did.
Less lithium for you, King says.
Yeah. I don't need any of that
Speaking of
AL001
lithium,
yet.
The whole
Hey,
thing with Britney
I got to get...
Spears.
Skyla has the story she wants to cover, and I want to bring up the tab now. We've got 3 minutes left.
I got 6 minutes before I got to be on a conference call.
Skyla wants to talk about Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Oops, I did it
So she finally made
again.
a statement in court, like, 'cause she's been quiet for 2 years, and there was this whole thing where, like, her family made her, like, basically under 24-hour surveillance. She wasn't allowed to do anything, and there was, like, this one incident where she didn't like a dance move, and then her whole team, like, had a meeting without her, and then her dad said she was off her meds, so they put her on lithium because she was, like, disagreeing with a dance move, and they, like, wouldn't let her go anywhere. And then also she has, like, they forced her to get an IUD, and then she wants to have a baby and get married and have a family, and she literally cannot go to the doctor and even get the IUD out to have a baby. And her dad's approving all this stuff, and she, like, finally spoke out about it, and it's just terrible.
That's the
Like,
conservatorship, Skyla?
yeah, she has no control over her own life, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just horrible.
Well,
Little Britney Spears.
How can that be?
I mean, I
You know,
agree.
one time I was at Sushi Roku. I was dating a girl, and little Britney Spears lived by me in Santa Monica. And so she's over to my left, and I didn't know for sure she was there. But across from me was the girl I was dating, and she's like, that's Britney Spears. Hey, over there. And I went. And she's, yeah, it's me, Britney Spears. Little girl. She's tiny as you cannot believe how tiny this girl was. She is not, we're going a little longer. On air, she is not, like, when you look at her, you don't think she's this tiny. She's tiny. She was sweet as can be to me. and I was her neighbor, and she said, "Oh yeah, yeah." I said, "I see you sunbathing once in a while." She goes, "I bet you do."
Right.
Anyways, that was my
I-
Britney Spears story.
I will tell you, just to Skyla's point, it is sad if she's gotten control of her life. She should be able to take control back. But the reason she has had conservatorship where they had that total control is because you do stupid things and you win stupid prizes, right?
Well, no, I
mean,
understand what happened in the past.
So she's
but-
got to demonstrate. I mean, there is an end to the conservatorship. She has to demonstrate that she's changed her life and that
Well,
she's not going to go
and
back.
she's
to that.
tried, and then she gets drugged up and can't do anything about
Andrea
it. So,
says-
So the
Andrea
conservatorship probably
B.
shouldn't end.
yeah.
Andrea B says that her dad is evil and she's a slave. Andrea B is smart. Don't
Is that
fool
one of
with
her songs? She's a
Slave. Yeah.
for you.
Hey, I want to go to
Yeah.
this headline here. This is public knowledge released today, welcoming
39?
my friend Chris Wu, a banker from Tenejo, a former guy at J.P. Morgan. Let's see him on the screen. I'll be half screen with him because I am so thrilled that we were able, after what took forever, to recruit him away. We didn't recruit him away. We mutually agreed that he would join the firm in head of alternative investments and president of Ault Alliance, which is our investment holding arm of our company. Chris is a solid banker, 25 years. I think he got Real Estate Banker of the Year award last year. It's in his 8K. He has joined the firm. He will start July 1st as president of Ault Alliance and working with me and Will and the team. He is a capital extraordinaire. His financial acumen is unwavering. The guy literally has done incredible deals, including lining up $150 million plus for the hotel that's being built in New York City. He has done real estate deals, distressed assets, and for All Global DPW, he is a monster hire for us. Welcome, Chris. Thank you so much for joining the firm.
Absolutely. Welcome aboard.
Let's give him an applause. He's definitely unstoppable.
All the way. Welcome above.
Unstoppable.
And we'll give him a little applause
There it
because
is.
he joined the firm.
Looking forward to it, Chris.
Chris, we are so excited you're going to be with us. I'm not recommending an IPO. I'm just bringing it to your attention. The fact that I'm investing in it doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
It is.
You got 2 minutes. You
it
gotta get on
is
the call.
close to the end here, and I got a call in a few minutes.
Oh, do you want the joke?
Yeah, the joke.
No, you don't run the show.
No, you
run the
forget
show.
sometimes.
I run the show, and I was going to ask for the joke. What the heck are you doing?
You're
it isn't up to
forgetful
you.
sometimes.
Hey.
This is your fault.
Wow.
You slipped him like a cookie or something.
Okay.
I didn't.
Skyla, let's give us that joke today. It better be good, by the way.
Okay.
Get your money right.
How do you get a country girl's attention? A tractor.
That's nice. Good job. Hey, special thanks to my man, the longest running employee, Crypto Joe, for hosting the show. He's also a Bitcoin extraordinaire and a Ethereum
job
dude.
today.
I'm a big fan of Joe. He's been with us a long time. Crypto Joe is a personal friend. And when I asked him to move to Vegas, he said, I took Joe aside. Took him to dinner. I know where I took him. You remember where we went?
Yeah, we went to
Morton's.
Yep.
And I said, Joe, I'm moving to Vegas. Nobody believed that we were moving to Vegas, but Joe knew we were moving. And Joe went home and got his wife and his family, who grew up in Orange County their whole life, and said, okay, we're going. And Joe bought a house here, moved, and he was the very first person to say yes, besides my wife, who I was hoping was going to move with me. Just kidding around. Just kidding around. Anyways, we love you, man. Appreciate it. You've been through
man. Everything.
you've
Or
been
a
through
lot of it.
everything, have you not?
Yeah.
You've been through some deep valleys.
Some crazy
As
stuff.
Richard Nixon says, it's only in the deepest valleys that you can appreciate the highest mountain peaks, man. We have been in some deep valleys, and hopefully we don't go there again. 949-799-1831 is the text number. I appreciate if you get on that text. I promise you can disconnect if you don't like what we're sending you. I owe some people some money. Look for some Venmos shortly. Josh, thanks for coming in from California to be on the show. Special thanks to Willie for being here. Brett and Nick. I love Nick. All the new graphics you're posting up at the full
Look at
screen. Special thanks to Skyla. Why? Because I have a pastrami sandwich waiting for me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just do. I have a pastrami sandwich. All of you, appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. We appreciate everyone's support. We love you, man. Thanks for tuning in to Risk On. Chris, welcome to the team. Take care. We'll see everybody tomorrow on this crazy show that is Risk On.
At 12:45,
What?
it's radio day. But I think it might be too late. That's okay.